Assalamu alaikum everyone. In this lecture, we shall study about the Lamarckism, in which Jean-Baptiste Lamarck has proposed a theory which is based on the heredity and evolution. Jean-Baptiste Lamarck proposed a theory of evolution in the year 1801 to clear the idea that an organism can pass on the characteristics that they acquired in their lifetime to their offsprings. At the same time, Lamarck proposed that the activeness or the laziness habits of the organisms are only responsible for the evolution. Means there may be the morphological change in the organism which leads to the evolution. Some salient features of Lamarck's theory are as follows. Number 1. Internal forces of life tend to increase in size of an organism. Second, direct environmental effect over living organisms. Third is use and disuse of organs. While last is inheritance of acquired characteristics. For the first feature, the most famous quote is, or we can say postulate is, desire for protection. Every organism has inner want or wish to be perfect for living. This inner wish or want lead to increase in size of the body. Then next quote is for the second feature. Second feature is direct environmental effect over living organism, and the postulate is change in environmental conditions directly affect organisms and they change accordingly to live perfectly to survive in such condition. For third feature, that is use and disuse of organ, is organs develop more than they are used more. So contrarily, organs becomes reduced or wastages due to disuse. And here few examples are also given. Now we'll see one more quote for the last feature. Last feature is inheritance of acquired characteristics. So the quote is acquired or adopted characters during lifetime are inherited to next generation, and these lead to continuous development of organisms generation after generation. The classic example which was given by Lamarck was that of giraffe. The giraffe ancestor was deer-like creature which feed on grass on the land. When some of them were migrated to dry regions where there was no grass to feed, they struggled and forced to survive by stretching their neck and forelimbs to reach the leaves on tall trees. This constant stretching of forelimbs and neck leads to increase in length of their neck and forelegs. The accumulation of these acquired characteristics we can see in today's giraffe. Jean-Baptiste Lamarck proposed that morphological changes occurring in living organisms are responsible for evolution, and the reason behind those morphological changes may be the activeness or laziness habits of that organism. He called this concept as principle of use or disuse of organs. The next example is of snake. Because of the burrowing habit of the snake, now the snake has lost its legs. Here we can see the disuse of the organ leads to change in the feature of that organ. Means that organ can change or completely it may disappear from the animal. Wings of birds like ostrich and emu have become weak because of its no use. That is the disuse of the organ. That the laziness of the birds that they are not using the wings to fly. Here morphological changes occurred and it result in the weakness of the wings of that birds. Next example, which was given by Lamarck, is an example of iron smith. We know that shoulders of iron smith have become very strong due to frequent hammering movements. Means by continuous using of the same organ, or we can say it is the activeness of that iron smith which leads to change in the feature of that particular organ, and that is shoulder. Legs of the birds like swan and duck have become useful for the swimming because of constant living inside of the water. Here we can say the activeness of these both the birds swan and duck leads to the change, that is the morphological change in the legs of these birds. The limitations of this Lamarck's theory are that the modifications brought in us are not transferred to next generation, and thereby Lamarck's theory was disproved. At the same time, these changes are occurred only in the somatic cells but not in the germ cells. Then how these acquired characteristics one organism can pass on to the next generation.